Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a bonus Tuesday evening edition of Chroma Technology 2 here on the CT2 server. I'm Katiana. Let's get our streaming notification up. Oh, guys, it has been a long 3 days. Oh my gosh. I went and got my booster shot on Saturday. And all Saturday and for most of Sunday, I was fine. No issues. Sunday night, oh my gosh, it started to hit me. It hit me bad. Very, very bad. Hey. I started getting so tired on Sunday night. And so I called in sick on Monday and said, guys, I'm too tired. I can't move. I'm going to stay home and sleep. And so I basically slept on Monday for half the morning. Got up, I'm like, I gotta get up for a little while. I gotta get up for at least a little while, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. Got a Commodore home from work, got home, and all of a sudden these hot and cold flashes started. It has been hell. No fever or anything, just I feel raging hot, and then I feel ice cold. And then I feel raging hot, and then I feel ice cold. I'm just miserable. So I stayed home again today to rest. I'm feeling better now. I feel more normal. I'm still feeling a little bit of the hot and cold, but it's not as extreme. Yes, it's terrible. Oh my gosh. I've been miserable basically the past 2 days. So I've basically either been asleep in bed, or I've been chilling here on the sofa, doing some Minecraft, watching anime, listening to some serious radio, just relaxing and resting as much as I can. But it's just been bleh. I don't remember being this tired ever. I mean, in years and years and years and years. I'm exhausted. Just exhausted. It's crazy. I'm hopefully over the worst of it. I really have got a lot to do at my work, so I really have got to go tomorrow. So a Commodore came over last night to help me get prepped for my cleaning ninjas, because they're due for tomorrow, so the house is ready for them to clean, thank goodness. Phew. So, but I'm like, I've got a couple of things I wanted to show off, and so I thought, let me just get at least a little mini stream in here to show off the good news. We have our first infinite storage part done, which if I combine that with an advanced storage housing, I get an infinite storage disk, which is checkmark number 42. Guys, that has been, thank you. That has been so long in coming. I mean, it is ridiculous how long that took. So we will put that in our little craft bag. And I went ahead and started a couple of crafts for, I don't even remember which ones I did. I think this one's the 4 million. And this one's the 256. So there's a couple of these. I think one's going to finish before the other. Since they all use the same machines, they're sort of backing each other up. So these are going to go for a while to start doing my second fluid. Since I was working on the regular, that let my supply of green dye accumulate back up. So I thought I would knock... I totally think I'm going to have to, because right now I think, JC, you're spot on here. Right now I have just 2 circuit etchers, and I have just 2 pulse centrifuges, and I'm beginning to think 2 is not going to be enough. You've got 10? Oh, crap, yeah, 2. I thought 2 was not going to be enough. I was going to maybe go up to 4. You're up to 10? Oh, dear God. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I was thinking going to 4. So this is, yeah, they do. Well, they do. I mean, and that's even with, I've got them with 8 what are these called? Acceleration cards. I have 8 acceleration cards in all of them, which speeds them up as much as possible. And then I've come up here and I have time in a bottle these things to the living daylights. Because all of them have ender gates to my nitro, which is being fed by my lightning rod of godliness, because I, basically have infinite power coming out of my one lightning rod. So I can time in a bottle these and they still keep going, at maximum capacity. So just going all the way up to 256 and they just keep going, which is very, very nice. They can handle that. But it's just like, even then, they'll go really, really fast. Like if I do this and go, and I pump both of these into 256, and see, you're going too, aren't you? Yeah, you are. So I can do this. I can come over here. And then if I get my little card going here, you can see things just go flying through those machines now. And they can do that because the energy buffer stays full. Because my lightning rod can keep up. Now, with all 4 of them going, it's going to get drained, so I can't do it like over and over again. I can only do it like once, and then it has to restock. So I can do it once, give it a big boost, and then I have to wait for it to stock itself back up. But for once, it will go really, really fast. And then this weekend, I had to redo my entire AE system because I was getting the strangest bugs. Where I would look for things in my why not stand on top of the controller? Thank you. I would look for things in my terminal and could not see them, but I could see them if I looked in my wireless terminal. I could not see recipes. I could not see items themselves. It was bizarre world. So I redid my entire AE system to put everything in these little 2x3 blocks of interfaces and molecular assemblers, and I spaced them all out so each one of them is only touching my main line at one point in case I was getting some sort of feedback loop going or something like that. I don't know what the hell was going on. It was driving me absolutely bananas. So I think I have it now to the point where every single one of these is only touching a dense smart cable at a single point. And they're spaced out enough. And then I moved it so I had these little extra, I pulled the million ones, or one of the 1 millions out of here. I moved it over to the one back there, and I started building these little modules and sitting them on top of my anchors here. So there's one there, and there's one here, and there's one there. So I'm basically just planting these little crafting areas along my line to give me the ability to do multiple crafts at once, but I still have my one great big boy to handle the great big ones. And then one little smaller one here next to it. So it gives me the ability to do multiple crafts at once still with one great big one going with tons of co-processing units on it to kick some butt, take some names. And I moved the matter condensers over to here, gave them their own energy acceptor, and plug them in so they're just directly outputting into, they have import buses and are just going directly into the smart cables here. So far, this seems to be working. I thought it was working, but maybe it's not. Does it need to go into an output? And then into the cable? Or is it just thinking very hard? Oh, I had it set wrong. Oh, good God. Rip me. Okay, now that one's set to output singularities, and that one is set to... Oh, man, I had that set up wrong. But anyway, I moved it, so now I have two sides of my single controller. I now have two sides open. So I can extend this one over here, and I have the top still available. And I've counted to make sure I have the exact number of channels. This says I have 28. I can count and identify all 28 going this direction. And same thing going each of this way, so I don't have any of these double count, none of these are like double counting anything. I'm hoping that that resolves the issues I was having with these shadowy things. Oh my gosh. And then I'm now up to 13 cheese singularities. I think I'm over on the cheese singularities that I need. I've got, oh, my terasteel ones are now done. So I have the 4 elementium, the 4 terasteel, and the 4 manasteel. Hey, captive! Homer Simpson on the reactor building. Very good. Oh, that's part of the reason why I spent the time restructuring this, because I'm going to be doing so much auto crafting. I could not have these bugs in my system. So I went ahead and took the time to reformat all this stuff. I did put an oak tree in a hopper pot on top of an ender chest to start restocking my own wood, so that maybe I don't have to drain district supply quite so much. In theory, I will have a little bit of wood of my own coming in. In theory. I'm doing better, captive. I've spent basically 2 days either asleep or resting because the booster shot I got on Saturday wiped me out. It's been bleh. No, it was totally me. I was between needing treated wood and oak wood for something else. I don't remember what the other thing was. I am quite sure it was all me. And I'm probably going to need more. So in the meantime, I've started gathering my own with this one in a botany pot for now. But I'm hoping that this is going to help with my AE system issues, that with the bugs that I was having this weekend. Again, I'm hoping. I've also expanded my hydroponics a bit. Just a bit. So I now have one entire row is dye seeds, except for the very one here on the end. That is glowstone, I believe. Oh, that's gold. I'm trying to remember what these all are. It's dye. Come on, up here. Steel. So I have steel and gold going up here, and all the rest of these are dye. And they're all feeding down there. And then I ran out of room in this crafter to do more recipes. And so I just put a new crafter up here on the top row. Oop, man. Getting up there is a bit of a chore. I got it. Come on. Come on. Took me 10 tries to figure out the right way to get up there now. I have to get on top of the crafter. Oh, it won't let me now that I have the pipes there. Oh, dang it. Oh, this is bad. Those should have been feeding. Oh. It's down to a 6. Oh, this isn't good. I've got way too much of this essence. Get back up here so I'm not close enough. I wish these things would not generate fertilizer. So I've got Fluix and Skystone going in those two up there. Apparently Skystone must be full, so I have to go put another thing in there. Yeah, it has been you know, it's weird. Some of my coworkers have gotten the booster and have been just wiped out for 3 or 4 days. And then some of my coworkers have gotten the booster and had no reaction whatsoever. It's been ridiculous. I have health issues, and so getting it without some sort of protection would put me at a greater risk for complications. And so to me, it just makes sense to get the shot. And yeah, we seem to be backed up here. So that probably means my... Well, now that should be going to the ender chest that's going directly into the AE system. Does that mean my AE system is backed up too? Oh my gosh. Did I actually fill up another drive? I'm going to be torqued if I filled up another. For about the millionth time, I hate AE drives. I hate them. 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 Yep, they're all full again. Snap. Ah! That probably means you're all full of stuff. Great. Oh yeah, that's the stuff I had at the very beginning of the game. The ones, these little bitty ones, those are the ones from the very beginning of the game. But see, then I have to transfer them over to bigger drives, and that's a whole lot of work. Let's see. And right now it's busy making the fluids, so I won't be able to make an item one. Oh, what a pain. Pain! Because I'm guessing if I try to put them in... Seriously, hit the right button. So they'll go in via my wireless terminal, but they're not going in via the interface. They have the exact same destination. Why would they back up in going in one way versus the other? That really doesn't make any sense. They're both going to the AE system. And that's Skystone Essence. Skystone Essence shouldn't be in this chest at all. I'm so confused. This was working just fine before. Why is it... I hate AE. Oh, I so hate it. I dare say this is why TPS is so unhappy, is because this chest is so messed up. Okay, almost caught up, I think. No, never mind. Oh yeah, well I've got two big ones going too, so between the two of us we are abusing the server like nobody's business. Like there's no reason for Essence to have been in here. And maybe it's just the mechanics that I don't understand why I can put it in. Hi, Laser Eye. Thank you so much for the follow. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We're trying to clear out my very plugged up ender chest at the moment. So confused. let's do this. Maybe we can fix this another way. Where do I have another ender chest? Oh! Look what I found! The other reason I wanted to get a stream in tonight is the lost flower pouch from Saturday was in my netherite backpack the entire time, sitting there laughing at me, going, ha ha, here I am, you can't find me. So I put a sign. The flower pouch is in the netherite backpack. Oh, guys, we have a high wind warning for tomorrow here. No. That pouch is never leaving the netherite backpack unless it's being used, and then it's just living in the netherite backpack except for when it's being used for all time now. I am not taking it out ever again because it's like it just has to stay there. I can't take it out ever again because wait a minute. Why do I have 6,000 Skystone Essence in here? What the literal F? No, but it should be processing automatically into Skystone, and that's what should be exporting out. The Skystone Essence is here. It shouldn't have a way to leave. I'm having trouble getting up there to see it. This was how I had to get up there. Oh, dear God. Oh, I see what it is now. I think I see what it is now. I hate using levitation as my primary means of flight, but my flight via jetpack is more annoying, so I don't like using it. Yeah, it's getting better, I think, because my ender chest is getting unblocked. This should not be connected to that. Good grief. Well, that explains that part. Alright, come back down. I have to fix all that Skystone Essence. Good grief. Oy, 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 oy. That is a big mess. I've also been working on another one of the creative items. We had to make overcharged alloy. So, we discovered this on Saturday as well. That the overcharged alloy needs to be made in a charger. The charger has been removed from the pack. I tried to move mine and it disappeared, like completely gone. And so we're like, what's going on here? Fortunately, JC, who is our hero, still has his set up right here. It's a charging station, which will make overcharged alloy. So we're like, whatever you do, JC, don't touch this. It must never, ever, 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 ever move. And you can see JC is making more overcharged alloy as we speak. Because this must never, ever move. Because this is now the only working one on the server. It's just like, oh my gosh. This is not a good thing. Like, at all. So, since I was out for the count yesterday, I made the pieces and parts needed to make my own 7 items and came over and used his charging station to make mine. I figured, perfect time for me to do that while JC is probably still at work. So I can get that done. And the item in question is the one that needs create, whoopsie, to make it in the big giant monstrosity of 51 mechanical crafters, which is a lot of crafters. So then I'm like going, okay, these are the ingots. I'm going to need to work on those. I've got those. I'm going to need to make some more chroma ingots. Great, I've got those. I'm going to need to automate creative essence. Okay, we can work on those. What are these ingots? Those aren't ingots. Those are bars of chocolate. Bars of chocolate need liquid chocolate. Liquid chocolate come from where? Oh, it's my bees. My bees. My Choco Bee. So I went and got my Choco Bee out of the storage and put him to work. I made 9 bars of chocolate. That is because the crafter is effed up. You'll see that this crafter here, it's making all. Why does it have sky stone? Oh my gosh, these things are so messed up. This crafter is making all sorts of things with no recipes visible. Because there is a bug with crafters that the recipes will become invisible. So you can't see which recipe you have plugged into which of the slots. But they will keep working even though they're invisible. This pack is a buggy mess. This is quite true. Yeah, Potox had the warning today. 30 to 50 mile per hour winds with gusts up to 70. Oh, yeah. See, that's going to be us tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it at all. So that is what is absolutely goofy, is I can't see which recipe is which. I can't see if I have any empty slots to know if the crafter is filled or if I need to open a new crafter to work with. It's very, very annoying. I believe I have room in this one because right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feeding into this one, and there is. Why are you full? You should be feeding into the one that has. Oh my god! Something in my piping has gotten messed up, which is making me very, very angry. There is a drawer right here with a void on it for the yep, totally blame Katiana. Oh, you can blame my pipes. I don't know what's wrong with my pipes. There is a drawer right here with a void on it to catch all of the mystical fertilizer. Absolutely you can, Potox. That sounds like a winning idea. Just a moment. I will come over here. Do they stack? I was not aware that they stacked. Doot, doot. It is in the public chest. Does it go from like luck 2 to luck 4 if you wear 2 of them? Right, but does it go from luck 2 to luck 4? Or even luck 3? Because I know one ring gives you luck 2. A Harlequin ring? What's that one? That's not it. Harlequin ring of luck. Increases player luck. Harlequin, yes. I figured out the spelling had to be something different. Nice. Yeah, we need all the luck we can get on finding these last 3 rings. That is for sure. Alright, look at these again. So these drawers here end in a drawer for mystical fertilizer with a void on it. And your Morgan has it boost too. So you should be like the luckiest man in the universe then when opening all these chests. Why is mystical fertilizer still ending up here? Oh, I bet it's from this one. I bet it is from this one. If I turn this one off, that forces it to go this direction, which will go into here. I bet that's what's doing it. Because that connection was after the drawer. That must be it. Oh, jeez. These things are so complicated. Okay. Not seeing more fertilizer come in. Okay, so we may have that one fixed. That one probably needs a drawer with void added up there. Let's see if I move this one up. Come here. Put it there. Isn't going to help much until I get the other thing fixed, but that should at least take care of the fertilizer problem. I've got too many maintenance things. Ugh. Okay. Do I have any more empty ender chests, or have I used them all? So an ender tank. You. Should be able to make one real quick here. And that is black, so I need ink sacs. Did I leave them in here? No. I had like 25 ink sacs left. Where are they? Or not ink sacs, they'd be black dyes. Searching for the wrong thing. And a diamond. Do a diamond. Do a black, black, black. And then item pipe. Item pipe. That. Alright, that cleared it out. So it'll take it into the drawer system, but it won't take it into the interface for some reason. It was working fine before. I don't understand why it stopped working. Urgh. Now I'm going to run into an issue where my drawers are all going to fill up. So I've got to work on more drive space. We'll get to that. Not tonight. I'm going to get tired very quickly, I have the feeling. But we got refined storage done. Another check mark, and I can grab my last reward there, which is a pancake. Yummy, yummy. So we've got 42 check marks. I was able to get a couple of the quests completed that were bugged before. I finally got time warp spawner and far from the fight completed. It took I must have done half a stack of clocks and half a stack of prismarine crystals to get those ones to finally trigger. But they finally triggered. So that only leaves the ancient loot on a boss, which is very rare, and it says optional. So I don't know if we can get the check mark without that, since it says optional. I still haven't been able to do the creating a horde yet. And then we've got 2 down here. Enchanting an item with all maximum stats. And enchanting an item with max arcana and eterna, but no quanta. So this is the one I think that District says he hasn't been able to do yet. And I have to get one with all 3 of them at 100. So there's 3 here left to do, and then this one is marked optional because I don't think anyone on the server has found an ancient loot yet. So I think we've had a few mythics, but I don't think anyone has found an ancient. And then this one is also bugged, the buy a loot with a wandering trader. And I still don't understand how to do this replica one. It's a matter of getting all of these things, I think, simultaneously from what I've read. And like the only thing that makes sense to me is having 15 armor and then using a vanilla shield at the end with a strengthening spell to block something. And having the immunity exchange spell active. But how these 2 things work doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So that one's still sort of on hold. And then Beatrix is going to help us with the Woot one and just putting the 5 keys in there for us to touch. So I'm not going to worry about searching the end, trying to find them too much anymore. All of us have been wandering around in dungeons trying to find the last 3 of the rings. And the other thing I've been working on is my ore processing. I now have 4 of them up and running. Currently, I've just been bringing things in and processing the ores. It's quiet right now because I'm actually very caught up on all of my ores of the types that I've brought into the room. So now everybody is basically restocking themselves, which is nice. So I'm caught up on 8 of the ores needed for the ultimate singularities. Those particular 8, I'm caught up on processing them. There's still a few more I need to work on, but I've got those caught up, which is nice. There we are, caught up. Let's see what else. How are these crafts doing? One's done. Which one is it that's done? The one for the 256s. Okay. So we'll put that there. Okay, so I've got the 256s, the 1 millions. How many did I need for the 1 millions? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that one's done too. Okay, so I got 2 of them done. So the $4 million one is underway, which only will leave the 2016 millions, which I can't do that because it needs the big boy processor as well to do. But I have all the stuff needed to make it once it's ready. So that is good. That'll give us the 2 fluids. And 2 fluids are what are needed for the creative fluid tank. So once we have those, we can start assembling all the rest of the pieces and parts for this. Interesting, I need rat upgrades. I've also been working on automating a few more things. So let me show you my additional automation stuff I've added. So we had automated using a simple crate and an interface. We had automated our crystal time pattern. Well, I also automated the creative essence. The trick I did is I wrote the pattern excluding the crystal. By doing that and just leaving the crystal in the table, it works just fine and I don't lose my crystal. But yeah, those are the tier 5 keys. There's 5 tier 5 keys. They're very rare finds in Ender Cities. And since Ender Cities are harder to find because of this having better end in it, finding an Ender City and then finding these very rare loots in them have been basically impossible so far. Ugh. It's very much been a pain in our butt. Nobody's been able to find any of these keys. Anyway, so I've been able to automate my creative essence just using the same crate and interface system. So the only thing I have to remember is, oops, when I want to switch and do crystal time to come and grab my infusion crystal out. Oh yes, I have spent a lot of hours flying around in the end on my jetpack, and I have found a lot of end cities, but have not found any of the any of those woot keys. I did find a couple of the rare ores, which allowed me, on Saturday I was able to use between the ores I had and the 4 ores that Potox gave me, I was able to make the helmet core, and then I bought some ores from Beatrix and was able to do the boots core. But all the cities I have found so far, I've found very, very few of those ores to be able to make these cores. So we'll have to probably go back to end city hunting, because the ingots you need to buy the the ores is very expensive. So it's like, ugh. But I was able to automate those 2 things that way, so I was happy about that. And then, oops, wrong way. If I go to my other automation area, over here, I was able to set up automation here for both the condensed magical ingot and the chroma ingot. So I got this set up and running, and once again those stupid sapling icons are showing up on my blocks. That's great. Not. But I have that up and running. And of course, anytime I want to use it, the first time of the day, I have to come in here and take the singularity out and put the singularity back in. Otherwise, my system won't see anything that's over here, which is another stupid bug. Stupid bugs. So I'm getting there as far as the automation. I have now automation for this piece and this piece and this piece and of course this piece. So the only piece I don't have automated is the essence of pure evil. And in part that's because this alchemy table is so buggy with automating. So this is the last piece of anything I have to get automated. But doing these manually so far, that's not horrible. Oh, I take that back. I don't have this automated, but the only piece there that I have to do really manually is making the mana lens influences, and I just sit there and do a whole big batch of these. So far that hasn't been horrible either. So I basically have 2 components that have to be done in batches manually, and then everything else around there, and then the 2 ingots themselves are now being done via automation. So that is helping tremendously as far as processing various pieces of parts. Actually, that and that can now come off. That can come off. That can come off. That can come off. That can come off. And that can come off. That'll help a lot. So we're doing good on that department. I did 1 mana battle earlier. I ended up with 27 shards altogether, so that helped quite a bit. But the one I'm running low on is the dragon pieces needed. So I moved my little rat buddy. I moved him over from being on the Gaia ingots to being on the Ender Dragon one to try and speed up my dragon pieces. Really? Don't do me dirty like this, game. You're gonna do me dirty like this, aren't you? Totally gonna do me dirty like this. How can you say there's no space? There's a drawer right here that's not being used. I hate AE. I hate it. I'm really, really hating it. There's a drawer right there that's empty. Look, you can go right there. It's, ooh. So I need, I think, 7 more. I'm still missing 9. So I should be able to do maybe 4. I could do 4 more. This game is driving me mad. Absolutely mad. Oh, that's why. Okay. That explains that. I bet you're getting full again, aren't you? No, you're still empty. Oh, stupid game. Stupid game. So if I make like a really, really big drive, like, yeah, we can do the 65 maybe. That won't be so bad. 65. What's the 65 fluid? Where's my 65? So is it doing this again? No. Where are my recipes? None of these recipes should have come out of the system. They couldn't have come out of the system. I literally just used them. I have duplicates of some. Great. Where? Four, 16, 256, and a million. They're right here. So there's the 256s. Maybe I'll just make it 256. Game driving me nuts. I'm sure that's why some things are acting up. It's one of those catch-22s. If I need crafts to work, so I can get more drives to make crafts work. It's I think I still have one ME storage housing available over here. So if I can get this one to go relatively quickly. Maybe. This one's going fast, so hopefully this won't take long. Refined storage was just, it felt so much easier managing my storage with refined storage. Oh my gosh. Oh, I wish it was a beer. No, I can't drink due to medication, so Pepsi for me is the best it's gonna get. I live for my caffeine. Oh yes. Caffeine and sugar, that's what keeps me going. Potox, you're the drinker of the family, so you drink to your heart's content, just do it safely. Which I completely trust you to do. I don't know vodka and what. I don't know what goes with vodka. I am happy to say, at least I did not get a slew of orders come in while I've been under the weather with this booster shot. I am completely caught up. So, I've not had that extra stress to deal with at the same time that I've been feeling so blah. So, that is something I'm very grateful for. Buy Brasilia Blueberry. 9 years with no alcohol. Wow. Good for you, JC. I was never much of a drinker before anyway, but the migraine medication that I take is like on the alcohol. So I'm like, I kind of like my no crippling migraines. I think I'll stick with keep the medication, no on the alcohol. Oh, and if you're not in the Discord, Potox had his fabulous looking chili, and he did try it with cinnamon rolls and can confirm chili and cinnamon rolls actually do go together, as I talked about during this weekend stream with District Sparked. So, He doesn't understand it either. But we have by mouth testimonial. He tried it, and he can say they actually go together. Potox is the foodie of the group too, so he knows his food. That really did look pretty amazing. Granted, I don't think anything you posted has turned out poorly. I mean, is there anything you cook that doesn't turn out well? Do you have cooking failures? Alright, JC, you have a good evening. Thank you for dropping into my little bonus stream. Much appreciated. I'm guessing this is going to have trouble coming through because there's nowhere for it to go. And that's exactly what the problem was. So we'll... Oh, and it was kind enough to make me 2 of them. Well, great. Now I need another storage housing. Okay, we'll put you in here. Boom. Boom. Then I'm going to need a storage housing. Do I have that one on? I don't have that one on the recipe yet. I must have just made it this way then. Really? I'm out of quartz glass. That we can make. It has places to go now. Oh, grief. Oh, well, in a second. Come on. There we go. All right. There is 2 256ers in there now. I gotta look up to see what's the machine that lets you transfer stuff from one disk to another disk. You experiment all the time and you do have failures. It's a disk something. Apparently not. There's a drive. I want a drive. I want a disk something. Your doctor told you to lay off of cheese and red meat for a month, so if you die, you'll know. Oh my God. That would be hard. I mean, I live for pizza, so having to give up cheese would be very, very difficult. Red meat I could probably do, because I do tend to eat a lot more chicken than I do red meat. But, oh wow. Cheese and red meat? That would be... Okay, I'm obviously completely blind here. What's the machine you use to transfer the contents of one disk over to another disk? Oh, I will easily have pizza at least 2 or 3 times a week because usually a Kumadori and I have it on Fridays and Saturdays. And then I'll usually go to a Casey's and get a couple slices of their sausage pizza 1 day a week for my lunch. So yeah, I will live on pizza. That's a given. Where I'm not seeing an AE machine that will transfer the contents of one disc to another. Oh yes, Casey's by the slice pizza is good stuff. I like their sausage, which is funny because normally I'm a pepperoni pizza person, but their sausage pizza is really, really good. Yeah, now Casey's slices are pretty big too. I will get 2 slices, and sometimes finishing that second one can be a bit of a challenge. I'm confused. I'm completely Potox, do you know how to do this? If I want to transfer the contents of this storage cell to one of these new storage cells so I can upgrade that storage cell to something else, what do I do? There's a machine or something I need to use to do it, and I cannot for the life of me find the machine. I would assume it's a machine in AE2, but I'm not seeing it. I/O port? You think this one? We can try it. We can try. Oh, that's not good. Where did I have? Where was that? A spatial I/O port? Let's do here. I/O. An ME I/O port. So we need to make 2 ME drives. Okay, we're going to need some refined storage machine casings. So machine casings for refined storage. Let's go ahead and make 4 of those. I need some advanced processors. Well, let's see. Do I have an interface? Let me go put it somewhere upstairs so that we can just use it. There's room for it right there. Let's just start writing some recipes. Okay, this is set to recipe. Okay, so here's an ME port. And then we're going to need an ME drive. And then we're going to need a refined storage drive. Okay, so those 3. I think those are the only recipes we're going to... Okay, I added an interface, and it didn't give me another row of slots. So why is it not? It's connected to molecular interfaces or molecular assemblers. Why can't it see this one's here? Let's try that. Okay, so it can see it when it's located over here. Yeah. Can't you find two shades of the same color? Alright, somebody needs a tickle because they're going very slow. Not you, it's this one. You get a little tickle. How do you not have upgrades yet? Okay, you're getting a bigger tickle. Okay, why are all of these black? Shouldn't they be different colors? Somehow my second drive is no longer registering. What's the literal F? What happened to my second drive? That's why we have a problem in the system, folks. My second drive has gone offline. What? $24 of 32. So I still have plenty of channel space coming down. Ugh. I'm hating this with a passion. We hold you. No, where's my white one? White one. AE is going to drive me absolutely flippin' insane, sir. This is nuts. It says I have 24 of 32 channels coming down. And some of those are going remotely out to the quantum ring. But I only have, I will go look. Helps go the right direction. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. I have 10 coming out the quantum ring. Can I ally you? My whole base is public. You should be able to interact with everything. It won't let you place blocks? My security terminal? Oh! This crate replaced this. Okay, so I need to... So I need to put the ME drive back down. Where did the drives go that were in it? I assume you have them? Or are they in... Ah, they're there. Okay. Yeah, they're still showing dead. Okay, we'll put these back in the crate for now. Yeah, let's... None of this makes sense. Put one drive in and give it a minute. Okay, let's do... Here, let's grab one in randomly. If I take the security terminal off, would you be able to access everything? Because I can do that. Yeah, okay, hang on. Whoa! I think it went to you, Potox. You must have a magnet on. Yep, there it is. Okay. Security terminal is now offline, so hopefully that means you'd be able to interact. Hopefully. I mean, I could always move one of the disk drive upstairs to one of the sides of the controller that has nothing on it. It doesn't. The disk drive doesn't have to be down here. It could be upstairs. Because I have two sides of the controller that has nothing on it, so I know there's channels available up there. Oh, now, okay, now it's red. And see, now it's showing... Oh, does each disk count as a channel? Or does the whole drive unit count as a channel? The individual disks don't count. Okay. Okay, so for now, they're all showing up. Well, that explains why everything was backing up, is somehow I lost an entire disk drive of drives that were not showing as accessible. Which doesn't make sense because it's got 22 of 32 channels coming down. Oh, if that's 22, sometimes things need to be removed from the networks in different ways. Remember this packet. Oh, this is right true. Well, I wonder if 22 of 32, and then I have 10 channels off of the quantum ring. Does the security terminal count as a channel? Because if the security terminal counts as a channel, that will put me one over. What I may need to do is move. I think my wireless went to you again. Yep, it's in your hand. Can you put my wireless receiver, my wireless transmitter thing in a chest, please? Your magnet is super strong, dude. It picks up everything. You see, look, he's holding it in his hand. Oh, no, no problem. Yeah. I figure some things have gone astray. There's my wireless access point. Okay. Let me move these. But, okay, so if I put the If I put the security terminal here, I put my wireless access point off of it up here. That's two. It takes two. One for the wireless access point and one for the security terminal. I bet that's the problem, is I've now used my maximum number of channels going down combined with the 10 I've used at my quantum ring. And so I had maxed out the number I could use to have my 2 disk drives. I bet that's what the problem was. And now there is my I/O port, which I can't use down here because I'm out of room. So I'm going to have to put it up here as well. Great! We should be able to put it right here. So we need to put transfer direction from here to here. So I should be able to take one of the little ones, and one of these big ones, and one of these little ones, and one of these little ones, and one of these little ones. We should be able to put little one, little one, little one. Oops. Move to output when empty. Oh, so it's emptying everything to my network. Move to output when empty. Move to output when work is done. So if I put the big one in here, where did it go? Oh. Transfer data to storage cell. There it goes. Get some acceleration cards. I'll let it move fast. Okay, so now that one is full. And then I can do this. And I can do, let's see, this one's already empty. And I can do this one. That one's now empty. So I've got then this one. That one's now empty. And I can do this one. And that one's now empty. So now I have 4 little ones that are all empty. So now I can do this. And this. and this, and this. And we can put these 4 in there. And we can put this in there. So now we've got a 64. We've got 2 4s. A 16M. A bunch of 16s. So I should be able to empty out the 2 4Ks as well. Got it. Oh! All right, Potex. Well, thank you for your help with my system. I appreciate it very, very much. That's exactly what I needed to get the issue straightened out, and now hopefully I can get these upgrades done, and we will get our discs cleaned up and upgraded to give us some better storage options here. So I can do this. Now there may not be room to empty all of these. Okay, so these 2 could not be emptied completely. Okay. So what we need to do is make some big drives, like a 16 million one. See, how many of these do we have now? We have 4 empty. So if I want a 16 million, and I want to make 4 of these, that'll be a bit of work, but it will help us tremendously in getting our AE storage issues straightened out, which hopefully will help prevent more backups of things. We'll get those back in place. Good grief. Okay, we can put that and that back in there. Oh, we should go see how our antimatter is doing. I haven't checked that in a bit. Oh, 41 more and we'll have our second one. Good grief. Taking forever. I've made upgrades to this system as well. So I brought over the pulverizer and the sulfur ore. So it's automatically now keeping this stocked of sulfur so I don't have to keep restocking it. I brought over, I think it was up to about 500,000 fluorite crystals. This is automatically being fed. And I brought over my entire stock of uranium ingots. So all 3 of the inputs of these are now automatically being done. I don't have to keep running over here to stockpile it anymore. So this will just keep this machine fed. Downside is it's burning it as fast as I'm generating it as far as the fissile fuel. So it's burning it as fast as I'm making it, converting it into polonium. The nuclear waste gets converted into polonium. Polonium goes over into here, and I'm sending over all the power to get it made into antimatter, slowly but surely. And we need 4 antimatter for our, here we go, creative tank. Our creative chemical tank takes 4 antimatter. I'm still trying to make number 2. So at this rate, it's going to take me forever to make a chemical tank. But it's needed for the creative ending upgrade. So technically I need 2 of them. One, if I want to use it to have infinite antimatter. Because I believe the antimatter is considered a gas, not a fluid. I'm not sure which one of these I need first. If I need the creative fluid tank or the creative gas tank to get infinite antimatter. Because once I have infinite antimatter, I can just make a whole bunch of it and be done with that, which would be lovely. Because that has been going on absolutely forever. Ugh. Not tons of fun there, that's for sure. Okay, so that's going to be going for a while. That's going to be going for a while. It says an hour. It's lying. It's definitely lying. So we're waiting on dragon pieces so we can get the stuff for our ultimate ingots. And then I have to make the essence appear evil. And then I'll have everything in place to do the mechanical crafting to make a creative blaze cake. The creative blaze cake is not used for anything else. So this one I only have to make 1 of. So that'll be nice. And then that will finish that one off. Then this one is a whole lot of chroma ingots. Like a whole lot of chroma ingots. And then this is where some of the funky singularities are coming into play. I have not made any of those yet. Those are probably down the line just a bit yet. I did get the dimensional cell creative made. This one was like easy, relatively easy in comparison because it's just making all the different dimensional cells. So that was as easy as could be. The dimensional shard singularities, again, that was easy. I had all the dimensional shards. I just had to run downstairs and use my Fortune 7 pick on them to get all of those. So that one was an easy make. And this is another component of the creative vending upgrade. So I have that one now knocked out. And then I got the creative activation crystal. This is one that JC got done this weekend. And it was just basically me sitting in front of my blood altar making a whole bunch of these darn slates. No one wanted to watch that. So that's basically what I did on Sunday, was made a whole lot of slates while I was knitting. And so we got that one knocked out. So we're back to a 2 creative item lead on JC. So we got these 2 done. That gives us back our two creative item lead on JC. I'm hoping we'll be able to get this one here soon. That'll put us back up to 3. Then things are starting to get a little wonky. So this one, I can make, I think, everything on here or get them. This one, though, needs the Everlasting Guilty Pool. So I can't make this one until I make the other one, right? But then this one needs Master Corporea Sparks. I'm like looking at those going, those don't look like normal sparks. Fortunately, they're just Corporea Sparks with Dragonstone. Okay, what's a Corporea Spark? A spark with Ender Air bottles and pixie dust. So we're gonna have to go run to the air and get a whole bunch of Ender Air bottles too to make these. But that's not too bad. But otherwise, I think everything else on this page is either already in hand or makeable. But we're held back because we need the Everlasting Guilty Pool, which comes us back to this monstrosity. Bleh. And this is the one that's going to involve a ton of rune crafting, because we're going to need to do a cleansing of the Ring of Andwari, and we're going to need to make more of Thor's hammers, because if the pool gets used up in that other one, I need a pool so that I have infinite mana. So I think this is probably going to be the next one we work on. Thank goodness for District Spark. He helped me find a Ring of Andwari. I have a cursed one. I just need to uncurse it, which is a runic ritual, which I can do that, so that's not going to be a problem. And then this one is a runic ritual. We've already done it once. We just have to do it again. And so we just need to get all of the things at the bottom here, put our runes back in place, and this is already set up. So I want to do this, I think, 3 more times, so I have a total of 4 hammers, and then we should be good on the hammers. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm slower than the others because I don't have as much automated, but I'm getting there. I already have my Mana Steel, my Terra Steel, and my Element and Singularities. I showed you those upstairs, so we're good there. And I want to make sure I have all the hammers in place because I think some of my runes are going to get used up when I do this craft. I still have tons of Elf Steel, so I'm not worried about these. The Void Reagent, we should be able to make those, so that's not going to be a problem. The Lightning Dragon Summoning Crystal. That's not going to be a problem. Ultimate Catalyst, that's going to be a lot of Ultimate Catalysts, or Ultimate Ingots. So again, we're going to be in the same problem of not having that one ingot to be able to do those. But I think this is probably what we're going to work on either tomorrow night or Saturday. We'll see. I'll probably start knocking out some of the runic crafting tomorrow and some of these other pieces and parts. And then hopefully we'll have enough that we can finish the Creative Blaze Cake tomorrow. So it's probably going to be Creative Blaze Cake and Everlasting Guilty Pool will be our next 2 items. We also probably need to start looking at these jetpacks. So I can start assembling all of the components of these, because some of these are ones I've done and I have to find them, and some of them I think may have gotten used in other things, so I may have to make them again. So I think those are going to be the 3 things we work on next, will be those 3 creative items. So we're coming along. Oh, wait, there's another Enderman. Hey, Mr. Enderman, come here. I'm running low on Ender Pearls, so I need you to give me some. Thank you. You too. It's amazing how many Ender Pearls you have to make when you have all those Ender Ingots and things to make. Doop, doop, doop. I can go put that shovel away. I did get one of my items for Winter Wonderland done today. Since I was home, I took advantage of that extra time. So I'm happy about that. I've got another idea I'm working on in my head to figure out how I can put that together. Mr. Rat, you're really not putting... You need to put a little more effort into this. Yeah, you. Although I do know I can time in a bottle this. Then it really goes. But it doesn't always seem to be dropping me tons of things. It says it's going, but it's not always giving me the things. So I'm like, there's one. It's the little one though, I need the big ones. I need that big ones. Station cannot be... Oh, I didn't put this back in after I moved it. Really? Oh, darn elevators. Okay, now I have to remember that the security station is up here instead of downstairs, so I can reset it every day. And it'll only take me forever to remember that. And Hey, you. I need your ender pearls. Thank you. And where did I get a purple block for? I have no idea. I'm getting too tired to care. Let's see. Can I make any more corruptorite blocks? Can I make like 3 more of you? No. I only have 2 available. That's not even enough to make 1, I don't think. Get me out of here. So yeah, I'm at 9. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I just need 2 more. I just need 2 more. 2 more. I need 4 more of the big guys. 4 more of the big guys, and I could make my ultimates. So definitely by tomorrow, I should have enough of the ultimates, and then we just have to make 1 essence thing, and then we have to assemble the crafters, which I did get all the crafters assembled. So I have the crafters done. I have 54 of them, and I need 51. But there isn't room in here, I don't think, to set up all 51 of them. So I think what I'm going to have to do is set them up out here and connect them to the opposite side of the water wheel. Because I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to ramp up the speed a bit to get enough speed for a 51 crafter craft, I'm guessing. The other thing I was debating on whether if I could use the electric motor in some way or something else to get enough. Well, I would, but I'm actually down to 250 hours of time in a bottle. I got to start hoarding this now. I was up to like almost 500 hours. I've used so much time in a bottle working on these infinite storages. I have used an absolute metric ton of time in a bottle working on these. So hopefully there's enough free storage in there now that'll at least keep it going overnight until I get home from work tomorrow. Hopefully. Maybe. This is going to take a hot minute to craft these big storage components, but then I can plop those in there, empty out a bunch more, put some more big upgrades in there, and hopefully that will help the storage situation. I hope. Fingers, toes, and everything else crossed. We can only wait and see. Anyway, this has been Chroma Technology 2 here on the CT2 server. I'm Katiana. This has been a little mini stream on a Tuesday evening, a little bonus stream, because normally I have not been streaming on Tuesdays lately, but I wanted to show you guys on stream when I got my 40-second check mark. Very excited about that. Was not expecting to have catastrophes happening in my hydroponics lab and my AE system, but of course, we would have that happen. But fortunately, Potox was able to come and save the day, so that was very nice. And we have it up and running now, and that's what's important. So if you liked tonight's stream, please hit the follow button. Get a notification of the next time I'm streaming live on Twitch. Next scheduled stream is tomorrow evening, and we'll continue our work on these creative items. And I will be uploading tonight's stream to YouTube, where the entire archive of my CT2 series can be found under Katiana Swift Arrow, along with my archives of my E2E series and my DDSS series as well. And our big triple header of CT2 coverage will be on Saturday between District Spark, DC, and JC Gaming and myself. Be sure to give both of those a follow on Twitch as well, as we continue all of the hijinks, as we are all three in the end game of this buggy but entertaining pack. Tomorrow's not Thursday. No, tomorrow's Wednesday. Wednesday. I'm all my days are all thrown off after sleeping for 2 days. So today is Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Next stream is tomorrow Wednesday. Ay, 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 ay. Thanks to Captive and Potox and JC for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate you very, very much. And we will keep on the grind and hope that my new disk drive arrangement will help keep us running for another day. Hopefully these additional drives will be ready tomorrow. I'll get them in place. Maybe we'll have another antimatter tomorrow. That would also be great. And we will just take it from there, and we'll see if we can get one of these creative items done tomorrow. So with that, I will be signing off, heading to bed, and hopefully heading back to work tomorrow, which is the goal. So everybody please stay safe, take care, and we will see you next time. Yeah, it's been a week. It's been a week, and it's only Tuesday, but it's been a week. I am going to go and get some rest. Everybody, have a good evening. Good night, everybody.